Hey guys, it's the Coin Guy. You can find me at CoinGuy.Bitcoin. I'm back again with the ISO update on our favorite ISO coins. I just did a run through of Bitcoin. You can go back and watch that in the last video. So to move on to the ISOs, let's pop up here and check out XRP. This is my number one holding of all of the ISO coins and all of the coins to begin with. And you can see on our day chart that we have come back in the July lows. We're coming back to a 28 cent. We're chopping through this range. We're able to break up, hitting the 50, 51, 55 cent range, and then pulling back down. And this made our little Bart Simpson head. And this is basically the range that we're looking for. Anything closing below here, and we're basically going down to a 22 cent XRP, or relatively lower than what we are here. And it will take at least to this zone that you can see there's lots of activity on here. This little area here before I start to get too excited. So 60 cent minimum before we start to get too excited about XRP moves. And as you can see, on a long time, this area here, all of this is where we've had some major action for the XRP. We draw that over. And that puts us around an 18 cent. So I don't think we'll actually head that low, but I would call that as our absolute lowest bottom possible coming in for XRP, bearing like the internet going away. But just my thoughts on that. I don't believe we'll be going lower than this unless Bitcoin takes a complete dump. But I would suggest that we start watching for anything above 60 cents, moving above these trading ranges, and we start to get some positive action. But for now, wow, this coin just rips. These are the moments we're looking for, people. Let's take a measured move on this. You're sitting around here, you're playing with XRP, and 61,000% up. Okay, so these are weekly candles. So in the course of 14 weeks, you've gone up 6,000% and almost 50,000% in under a year after having this just boring trading range for 2 years. And if you look at what we're doing now, we're having this dramatically boring trading range. There's about 2 years. It's like we're on the verge. I won't try and sit here and say that it's around the corner, but we need to move through these and make our way up. New all-time high and continue on. And if we wanted to put our target, call this top, this the bottom. Let's see what our target is for XRP. $13. $10 to $13 XRP. American, much like everyone's been calling for a long time. So we have great faith in this. I'm not too worried about what's going on in the course because it is doing this range. I just keep accumulating. Not when it pops here or when it comes back down here. So let's quickly move on. XLM. It has gone through the trading range. And then it's popped below. And that's what we're seeing right now. So we're in gobble it up zone. This is one of those zones where we had a lot of action. We want to gobble this up before we keep going. So XRP, we're basically going to pay attention. Might be time to buy. XLM, we are in a time to buy. XDC, following the trend line noticeably down. If we were to just keep following this, it looks like we're heading towards a 1 to 2 cent, which is fine until we get flipped over this little line. I'm not even going to worry about it. So anything under this resistance line is basically, for me, accumulating. I won't spend any time on ADA. Algo. It's basically the same thing. We see the same range happening in here where it's had a range. Small pop above it, trading below it, currently in below it. So it does look like it's a scoop up and buy more coins range compared to the last couple of months of just this June lows and then that. I am being told I got to hurry up with my recording. H bar absolutely looks weak as all hell. This is, please load up the truck. And IOTA, same kind of scenario. It's looking pretty shabby. This would be our bottom line. This is noticeably under. This is all very good time to grab up. One last quick look at quant. Quant seems to be acting a little bit different. Remove this. So quant, seems like we had this range here with some action. And we've already popped up through it. And now we're using this kind of as a resistance support level. I would say do not buy any more quant currently. This was your bottom for quant. It's like quant's ahead of the market. This would have been buying. This would have been that little range. Let me mark this out a little better. This area. This is the same little spot as all the other ones. So I'm like, look at here. It's doing this and then it trades below. That's what quant's doing. It did that and it traded below. We got that extra length below and then we went ripping. And from that bottom to the local top, 400, 500%. Even till now, you're still 150% up. So quant's ahead of the game. Don't buy any more quant. The rest of them look highly suppressed. Get in there, get your ISO coins before this thing takes off. I'm the Coin Guy. You can find me at CoinGuy.Bitcoin. You can also find me sitting right here staring at charts. I will touch back on a quick moon cycle video to once again reiterate where we are, what's happening, how we knew that was coming, why we didn't care, and why we ended up were able to have a great opportunity of scooping up more coins at rock bottom prices. Thanks to everyone who tunes in. I'm the Coin Guy.